This is Terry Collins from It's All About Sports, and we're here from Woodbury High School football field, where today's game against the Woodbury High School Thunder and Herd versus the Paulsboro Red Raiders. Today's one of the biggest rivalry matchups here we have in South Jersey Group 1 football. And today, as the Red Raiders take the field now, actually, and Woodbury's already taking the field, today is a big matchup for both schools in regards to the Group 1 standings. Now, last year's game was a tight matchup where Woodbury defeated the Paulsboro Red Raiders in Paulsboro 14-13, but Paulsboro went on to win the South Jersey Group 1 championship. And today's hopes for both teams is to win this game and propel them into moving on to the South Jersey Group 1 playoffs.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage. More like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting events, graduations, grand opening, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.
Both teams prepare. We're underway. Now, Paulsboro being led by its senior tailback, Deron Holloway, who's looking to break Isaac Redmond's touchdown record here.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's
and Woodbury's being led by its sophomore quarterback, number 5, Andre Parker.
Competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing.
Now, these two schools have a rich tradition of both putting some outstanding players in South Jersey as well as into Division I and the NFL. Paulsboro, such standouts as Willie Flipper Anderson, Kevin Ross, Isaac Redmond, Gerald Hodges, and Woodbury also having some players that have gone on to the NFL, such as Brian McKinney, Chris Presley, Anthony Averett, who's at Alabama, Lamar Sturdivant, star running back, 96 and 97. And again, both teams, again, today, looking to get its season off to a great start. So we're just moments underway as both teams are lining up for the kickoff. As Woodbury's going to kick off first, and they'll take the ball in the second half. Back deep for Paulsboro is number 1, Deron Holloway. Again, the sensational senior running back who propelled his team to the Group 1 championship last year. And we're underway. And that ball's going to go off a Paulsboro player and covered by a Paulsboro player.
Jamel Miles Benjamin.
Number 6, Jamel Miles Benjamin on the ball, and Paulsboro will start its season on around about the 25-yard line.
Paulsboro will be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders from their own 25-yard line.
And the ball will be placed on the 25-yard line here for Paulsboro as 1st and 10. And there's a handoff early to Holloway. And Holloway's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to get a few yards here.
Holloway lunges forward.
And that's going to be a key for Woodbury for this defensive line to get penetration and kind of keep him boxed in. They can't afford to let him get to the outside, as we all know he's a speedy runner. And that's a gain of 6, 2nd and 4, and there's a run to the outside for Holloway as he's going to pick up a first down just across the 40-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down for the Red Raiders.
And Woodbury being led on its defense by Picard Masato Moten, as well as its defensive tackle Dustin Moore. There's another inside handoff to Holloway, and he's going to get a couple yards.
He's brought down by number 65, excuse me. Devin Love on the tackle.
And that tackle made by Woodbury's Devin Love, and that's a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6, Paulsboro. And there's another inside handoff to Holloway, and he's going to get through the line. And there's Holloway with a big gain there.
Holloway finds daylight for another Red Raider first down.
And that's going to be another first down for Paulsboro as they're slowly moving the ball up the field in this opening possession.
Be 1st and 10 Paulsboro from the Thundering Herd 37.
So Paulsboro's going to have a 1st and 10 from the Thundering Herd 37-yard line. And there's another handoff to Holloway, and there's a big hit. And he's going to pick up a few yards on that run.
With a little help from his friends.
That's going to be a pickup of 3 for Holloway.
2nd and 7 upcoming for Paulsboro.
And as expected, coming into this game, we're going to see a heavy dose of Holloway for Paulsboro. And there's another handoff to Holloway up the right side. And he's going to get another first down and move the chains for Paulsboro.
Move the chains. It'll be another first down for Paulsboro, it looks like.
So far, Paulsboro having a good opening drive here to start its season off.
1st and 10, the Red Raiders from the Woodbury 25.
And that's the play that Woodbury needed with a big play in the backfield there. Looks like
dropped for a loss on the play.
Looked like Moten was able to get in the backfield as well as a few other players. So that's going to be a loss of 4. So Paulsboro now is going to face its longest of 2nd and 14 here. And there's a swing pass to the outside to Holloway.
McCarthy's pass complete to Holloway, tackled by number 2 and number 3. Castaldi and Rodriguez.
And this is what Woodbury needs to do. They need to keep Paulsboro in 3rd and longs, nothing short, to have a best chance of winning here today. So that's going to be 3rd and 12 now for Paulsboro. And that ball is going to be on the 27-yard line. Ball snapped, and there's going to be its first pass and actually completion out of bounds. He's short of the first down. And that pass completed to Eric Diaz with his first catch of the season. So Paulsboro's going to be looking at a 4th and short, as this is 4th down territory here for them. We can almost ensure that we'll see a run for Holloway here. And there's a run to the outside by Holloway. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more, and he's still going as he's tackled just about the 5 or 6 yard line.
drive continues with another first down.
So Paulsboro continues to move the chains here. They're going to have a 1st and goal on about the 6-yard line here in its opening drive. There's another inside handoff to Holloway.
Holloway up the middle, picks up a couple.
And Woodbury's going to have to use its strength here with the interior defensive line here, with Devin Love also being a key player on that line. So 2nd and goal from the 3, and there's another inside handoff to Holloway, and he's not going to get in. That's going to be short. Now coming into this game, both teams, one of the strengths for them was their offensive lines and defensive lines as well. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line here for Paulsboro. There's an inside handoff to Holloway, and he's going to go in for the touchdown, Red Raiders. So Paulsboro starts his season off with an opening drive that goes the distance, 75 yards, with 7:35 here in the 1st quarter. And they're going to get on the board first here as they lead Woodbury Thunder and Herd 6-0. And Paulsboro's going to line up for the PAT. And that's going to be blocked. And that comes off the edge, and there's a blocked extra point, and that could be crucial. As we seen last year's game, ended up 14-13. So with 7:35 here in the 1st quarter, Paulsboro strikes first and leads Woodbury 6-0. And we're going to come back here with more action in the 1st quarter next. And we're back here at Woodbury High School, where Paulsboro opened its first drive with a touchdown. They're lined up to kick off.
Kick is away.
As Woodbury receives the ball on the 19, Gardner has the ball. He's going to get to the outside to about the 28-yard line. So Woodbury started its opening season drive here at the 28-yard line. Again, as it's going to be led by its sophomore quarterback, Andre Parker. Parker came on the scene last year, a little surprisingly to some around South Jersey who haven't followed him, but he had a pretty good year last year to be a starting freshman quarterback, and he looks to have even better year this year. So Woodbury has started season from the 28-yard line here, 1st and 10, the Herd. And there's an early handoff that's going to be a loss for Woodbury. And that run by the junior George Casaldi, number 2, who actually didn't play last year, was ineligible, and he looks to make a big contribution here this year for the Thunder and Herd. Woodbury's going to have to get some good blocking up front. Again, both lines pretty solid for Woodbury and Paulsboro. And that's going to be a key battle that we're going to have to watch, as Woodbury has 2nd and 11 from the 27. And there's a outside, and that's going to be a run by Parker. He's going to pick up a lot. Parker's going to pick up a 4th down to about the 43 or 44-yard line. So that's going to be a 1st and 10, big run by Andre Parker. And again, that's something Woodbury's going to look to do more this year. Again, coming into last year, we knew Parker was a great throwing quarterback as well as a runner, but they're going to probably rely a lot on that this year.
1st and 10, Woodbury from their own 43-yard line.
So Woodbury's going to have a 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. And there again is a big play defensively for Paulsboro. And that's going to be another loss. So far, the first few plays we see here, Paulsboro winning the line of scrimmage battle here defensively. So again, Woodbury's going to need to step up and make some blocks for his running back, as Castaldi's a good fast runner, but with no lanes, he's not going to be able to maximize his talents. And they're also going to need to provide protection for Parker as well, as he's, again, as I mentioned, a great throwing quarterback. And there's a roll out to the right for Parker, and he looks like he's going to keep it.
Parker rolls to his right and tucks it and keeps it. Brings the ball up close to midfield.
And Parker's going to have to be a little careful with that. He's no stranger to contact. He's a big, tall, physical runner. But again, Woodbury's not going to want to see him get hit too much here, as they're going to rely on him a lot this game as well as this season. So Woodbury's now going to have a 3rd and 5. Ball's going to be placed on the 49-yard line, just short of Paulsboro territory. And there's going to be a handoff inside, and that handoff to Castaldi is not going to be for much.
No real daylight. He's brought down immediately, led by number 74, Douglas Blue Eli.
And that's Blue Eli on the tackle there. So Woodbury's going to have a 4th and 5 from the 49. There's no gain for Castaldi, and Castaldi's actually going to take over the punting duties. And back deep for Paulsboro is Holloway, the dangerous athlete. So Woodbury's going to need to provide some good coverage there. And there's a good kick by Castaldi. It's going to be fielded by Holloway inside the 20. And he's just across the 30-yard line. So with 4:05 here in the first quarter, Woodbury punts on his first possession. Paulsboro's going to take over, and we're going to be back with more action here from the first quarter at Woodbury High School with Paulsboro versus Woodbury. So we're back here at Woodbury High School football field as Paulsboro's going to start its second possession of the game here from the 31-yard line. And there's an inside handoff to Holloway. Holloway's a patient runner that waits for his holes. He's going to get a few yards. That's a pretty good play defensively by Woodbury, keeping him to 3 yards. So 2nd and 7 now here from the 34-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 7 upcoming for Paulsboro.
And there's going to be a pass to the outside to Holloway. He's going to get outside, and Holloway looks like he's up the middle, and Holloway, he could be caught. He looks like he's running out of gas, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. So there's a touchdown pass for Holloway, who scored on the first drive for the touchdown run. And already it's 13, actually 12-0 Paulsboro here in the first quarter with 3:27 left.
Holloway already having a big day for the Red Raiders here.
So already early in this game, as we mentioned, Holloway chasing the touchdown record held by Isaac Redmond, and he's already has 2 here and early in this game in the first quarter. And there's a high snap over the quarterback's head. He's going to be able to pick it up, and he's going to be chased down from behind, looks like by Devin Love. So again, the conversion attempt is no good, which makes it 12-0 Paulsboro with 3:27 left here in the first quarter. So from Woodbury High School Stadium, Paulsboro versus Woodbury, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more action next. And we're back here where Paulsboro set to kick off with 3:27 left in the first quarter as it scores on its 2 opening possessions. And that run is going to be by Gardner. Not sure what Gardner was doing there, but he's going to be down on the 20-yard line. So Woodbury's going to start his second possession of the day here with 3:21 left in the first quarter. They're going to start from the 20-yard line. As Woodbury breaks his huddle. Parker's actually going to be under the shotgun here. And there's going to be a throw out to the left. And that for Castaldi is he's going to pick up a couple yards.
Parker's pass complete to number 2, Castaldi, tackled by number 21, Alex DeVault, with a little help from his
And he gets a
friends.
gain of 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 here.
2nd and 6 upcoming for Woodbury.
2nd and
From their own 24.
looks like 2nd and 7 here. 2nd and 6 actually from the 24-yard line.
One's too wide.
And there's an inside handoff to Castaldi, and he's going to pick up some yards as that pile keeps moving.
Tries to move the pile.
One is too wide.
He looks like he's going to pick up about 4 yards there.
Led by number 34, Anthony Marina.
One is too wide on the
Very
hash.
short
That's
gain will
on
bring
the
up
hash.
3rd down for the Herd. From their own 27, 3rd and 3 upcoming for Woodbury.
Watch the boot.
Woodbury's going to have the ball on the 27 here with a 3rd and 3. Just under 2 minutes here left in the first quarter. There's going to be an option keep by Parker, and he's going to have enough for the first down just across the 30-yard line.
Making the handoff to Staldy. And that's enough for a first down for Woodbury. So they're going to just set it down. 1st and 10 to Herd from their own.
As we see Parker limping a little bit, and again, that's the one concern that you have if you're a Woodbury fan, not wanting to see Parker get injured here. But again, Woodbury's most likely going to rely on him running-wise as well. And Parker, again, is going to be on the shotgun as the ball is going to be placed on the 31, 1st and 10 Woodbury. And there's a deep pass, and that ball looked to be lost in the sun, incomplete.
Intended for Savion Gardner, broken up by number 21.
And that ball intended for number 9, Savion Gardner, but again, incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here from the 31-yard line for Woodbury.
Coming for Woodbury.
And again, we've seen a decent first possession for Woodbury, where they did get a first down and move the chains a little bit as they stalled out and had to punt. And there's a pass. That's going to be to Magruder, and he's going to be out of bounds,
Number 23, Marcus Magruder,
and he's going to be just short of a first down here.
forced out of bounds by number 5, Jacob Perez Eli. It'll be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 actually for Woodbury.
And it's going to be 3rd and looks like 1 for Woodbury.
Can't hear us on?
So Woodbury breaks his huddle at the 40-yard line with 3rd and 1 here, looking to move the chains. Looks like we're going to have official timeout. No, that's going to be actually a timeout Woodbury. So with 1 minute left here in the first quarter, Paulsboro leads Woodbury 12-0. We'll be back with more action next. And we're going to be back here with a minute of 7. We had a little issue with the clock here. And Woodbury is going to be looking at a 3rd and 1 from its own 40-yard line as they look to continue to move the sticks and continue on in this drive. And there's going to be a handoff and a fumble and a recovery by Paulsboro, and he's going to pick it up, and he's still running, and he's going to be down at about the 20-yard line as Paulsboro got pressure into that offensive line of Woodbury, and a player was in the backfield and actually caused a fumble and was able to pick it up as well. And as we see, Parker again limps off. We're not sure what that is, but he's limping off the field now as Paulsboro is going to take over possession here with 48.5 seconds left in the first quarter.
1st and 10 for Paulsboro from the Woodbury 20-yard line.
And they're going to have a 1st and 10 from Woodbury's 21-yard line. don't know if you attribute that to poor blocking or great defensive pressure by Paulsboro, but either way, they're going to have the ball here, and there's going to be a play action, and they have a wide receiver wide open in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for Paulsboro.
Marino with back-to-back spectacular plays on defense and offense as he goes in for the touchdown completion.
And there's a touchdown completion. It's second touchdown pass for Paulsboro of the day with 42.9 seconds left here. And this game has already gotten out of control early as Paulsboro leads 18-0.
Wolf comes on to attempt the point after.
I turned the thing off and reset it. Here's the thing. When you're the one doing the
Wolf's kick is up.
And that kick looks to be good. So here with 42.9 here in the first quarter, Paulsboro now leads Woodbury 19-0. We'll come back with Woodbury's third possession here in the first quarter, and we'll be back with more action from Woodbury High School. And we're back here again in the first quarter where Paulsboro again is lining up to kick off, and back deep for Woodbury is Castaldi and Gardner, and that kick's going to be short, and Woodbury's going to field it,
Short kick.
and they're going to start their possession from the 35-yard line here.
Taken by number 3, Giovanni Rodriguez.
So far in this game, we've seen, as expected, a heavy dose of Dayron Holloway, who actually has 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground and 1 in the air. And that last possession was a touchdown pass for Paulsboro. That touchdown pass was Marina. So Woodbury's going to start his third possession of the game here. He looks into cutting into this lead. And there's going to be a handoff. And there again, great defensive pressure up front by Paulsboro. Woodbury's really struggled to block that front of Paulsboro. And we haven't seen much running room for Woodbury, with the exception of a couple big runs by Andre Parker. And again, as we see Parker considerably limping and seeming to be in some type of pain here.
Coming for the herd from their own 34-yard line.
Woodbury's now facing a 2nd and 11 here on their own 34-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of your first.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play here at Woodbury High School. Paulsboro 19, Woodbury 0. And we'll be back with more action in the second quarter next.
Hi, my name is Megan Hunter. I'm the owner and director at Groove Dance Fitness Training. We specialize in dance cardio and different genres of music. We also specialize in nutrition, meal plans, and meal prep service. So if you're ready to get fit, come rock with us.
And we're back here. Second quarter action begins here with Woodbury on the 34-yard line facing a 2nd and 11. Parker in the shotgun. Parker's going to be pressured and sacked in the backfield.
Down for the sack by number 86, Santino Marino.
And that sack by number 86, Santino Marino, who again scored that last touchdown. Again, we see Parker come out of that limping considerably.
Bring up third and very long. We'll call it third and 19.
And Woodbury's now going to be faced with a 3rd and 19 here early on in this second quarter. Third down here. Parker in the shotgun. And his pass is going to be over the head of Castaldi. And again, we got to wonder how much is Parker injured and if that's affecting him right now with his throwing. As we've seen, that ball went high over Castaldi's head. So Woodbury's now going to be punting again from the 27-yard line. And again, this game already 19-0. And Woodbury can't really afford to let up too much more as Holloway's going to be back deep as he's standing on the 40-yard line waiting. And that punt is going to be in the air. Not a good punt there. And that's going to go out on the Woodbury side of the field, somewhere around the 46-yard line maybe. So here with 10:56 here in the first quarter. We're going to be back with more, second quarter actually, we're going to be back with more action next. And we're back here with Paulsboro takes over possession here from the 50-yard line. There's going to be an inside handoff to Holloway as he's corralled as he gains a couple yards. And that tackle made by number 77, Dustin Moore, as Holloway picks up a short gain.
Picks up 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 up.
And it's going to be a 2nd and 8 on the Woodbury 48-yard line here for Paulsboro. And there's another inside handoff to Holloway as he's going to be tackled for a short gain again. Good play defensively by Woodbury.
Took out Holloway's legs for the tackle. 3rd down upcoming for Paulsboro.
So it's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 46-yard line here. Actually 3rd and 7 for Paulsboro. And looks like Paulsboro is going to call a timeout here. So with 9:45 left here in the second quarter from Woodbury High School, Paulsboro leads Woodbury 19-0, and we'll be back with more action next. And we're back here after timeout by Paulsboro, and looking at a 3rd and 7 here on Woodbury's 47-yard line. This quarterback goes back to pass. There's pressure, and that looks like maybe a hold, and there's going to be a tackle from behind by Devin Love as flags are on the play, and that's going to be a holding on Paulsboro.
Holding against Paulsboro.
And again, this is something Woodbury's going to need to keep Paulsboro in 3rd and longs. As we see, anything short yardage gain, Holloway's been able to pick up first downs. And with that holding penalty, that's definitely advantage Woodbury. So 9:39 left here in the second quarter.
Bud Bell pushes the ball all the way back to the Red Raider 35-yard line.
And that ball going to be placed on Paulsboro's own 35-yard line as they're going to be facing a 3rd and 17. Third and no, that's actually going to be a 3rd and 25.
Line to gain appears to be the 3-yard line.
And there's another stoppage in play as more flags on the play. And there's another penalty on Paulsboro. It's going to push them further back here. And that's going to be a false start on Paulsboro.
down for the Red Raiders from their own 30.
So now they're looking at a 3rd and 30 from the 30-yard line. As they're in the shotgun, there's going to be a deep pass, and that play over the head of the receiver. Paulsboro looking for a flag, but no flags on the play. That pass intended for Diaz. Paulsboro felt as Diaz was grabbed on that play, so now it's going to be a 4th and 30 as Paulsboro is going to punt for the first time here today. So Woodbury, with a stop defensively, can look to get back in this game here if they can put up some points. They're going to need to put the ball in the end zone here on this possession with 8:59 here in the second quarter. And that snap and punt by Dowd. And Castaldi picks up the punt as he crosses the 50-yard line. So we're going to come back here with Woodbury with another possession here in the second quarter and a chance to put points on the board next. And we're back here with action in the second quarter, 8:51. Woodbury with the ball on the 50. A toss left to Castaldi, and he's going to be a good run by Castaldi as he takes that hit, and he's going to pick up maybe 8 or 9. As a Paulsboro player gets up gingerly.
Picks up 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 upcoming for Woodbury.
So good run there by Castaldi. Again, we haven't seen much aggressive running by Woodbury, and they're facing a 2nd and 3 here on the Paulsboro Red Raider 41-yard line. And again, we see Andre Parker, the talented quarterback, seems to still be limping. And there's going to be another handoff to Castaldi, and he's going to be stopped maybe with a gain of 1.
By number 86, Santino Marino on the tackle. Remains 3rd down.
And that's going to be 3rd down now, 3rd and short.
3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 here for Woodbury as they look to pick up a first down and move these chains. Again, I would imagine this may be 4th down territory for them. There's Parker in the shotgun, and he goes back, and he's looking. He's got protection, and he's going to continue, and he's going to be able to run. And he's going to pick up the first down and go out of bounds at the 31. Smart play by Parker to go out of bounds. Looks like he had more room inside, but again, he's a little banged up, so he steps out of bounds at the 31 and picks up a Woodbury first down with 7:17 left here in the second quarter.
1st and 10, the herd from the Red Raider 31.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 to herd from the Red Raider 31 as this is the furthest Woodbury's moved the ball today. There's a handoff to Castaldi. He cuts up the middle, and he's going to pick up maybe a gain of 3 or 4 here on first down.
Anthony Marina and number 74, Douglas Blue Eli on the tackle. Brings up a 2nd.
And Marina and Douglas Blue Eli on the tackle there for Paulsboro. So 2nd and 7 here, Woodbury on the 27 as they look to cut into this 19-point lead here by Paulsboro in the second quarter.
27.
And there's Parker again in the shotgun. He's getting pressured. He's going to sidestep a couple defenders, and he's got a player, and that's Magruder, and that pass to Magruder inside the 15, and he's going to step out of bounds, and that's going to be another first down for Woodbury. And again, I believe we can see Parker still being affected by whatever injury he's facing here. As normally we probably would have seen him step up and run that ball. He had a lot of field in the middle there, but he opts to pass out to Magruder, and Magruder's going to pick up the first downs, and that ball's going to be on the 14. 1st and 10, Woodbury. Woodbury's going to have trips to the right here. There's going to be an inside handoff to Castaldi.
Gain of one, maybe. Gain of three. Correction. 2nd and 7 upcoming.
So Woodbury seems to be going to a heavy dose of Castaldi with some inside runs as he picks up 3 on that play. So Woodbury will have a 2nd and 7 with the ball placed on the 11-yard line here. Actually looks like about the 10-yard line. So Woodbury can pick up a first down here inside that 5-yard line as they look to put up its first points of the season. And there's Parker, and he's going to roll out with a pass, and he's going to escape and get away, but he's going to step out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and that's going to be a big loss for Woodbury. Not sure why Parker didn't throw the ball away instead of taking that loss.
And that's a loss on the play. Loss is close to 5.
And that's a play where Parker's got to get, if he gets away from that defender, he's got to throw that ball even out of the back of the end zone. That's a play he's got to make. He can't take that loss there.
From the Red Raider 19-yard line.
So the ball's now going to be 3rd and 15 from the Paulsboro 19-yard line for Woodbury. There's going to be a timeout on the play, and that's going to be a timeout Woodbury. So with 5:09 here in the second quarter, Woodbury driving, looking to score. We'll be back with more action here from Woodbury High School next. And we're back here with 5:09 left in the second quarter. Woodbury facing a 3rd and 15. It's Parker in the shotgun. And that ball's going to go over his head, and he's going to pick it up. And he's still running. And he's going to fumble the ball. And that ball's going to be picked up by a Paulsboro defender, and Paulsboro's going to have the ball on inside their own 40, inside the Woodbury 40-yard line actually. So what looked like a good drive for Woodbury turns into a disaster, and Paulsboro take over in Woodbury territory with 4:56 here and a 19-point lead in the second quarter. Great opportunity for Woodbury that was missed. And again, we see the high snap over Parker's head, and the injury really looks like it's taking a little bit of a toll on him as he was barely able to move to get the ball and then makes an errant attempt to pass the ball and actually fumbled. There's going to be an inside handoff to Holloway, and he loses the ball, and Woodbury looks like they have it.
There's a bit of a scrum.
So Paulsboro handoff to Holloway, and we'll see who has this ball. And Woodbury comes out with it. So Woodbury gets a break there as they fumble the ball, as Paulsboro recovers, and then first down, Holloway is stripped of the ball and he fumbles, and Woodbury recovers. So Woodbury gets new life here with 4:40 left here in the second quarter.
Woodbury regains possession. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Herd.
So they'll regain possession here on their own 42 with a 1st and 10. And Woodbury's going to need to definitely put up some points here going into halftime to try to gain some type of momentum. As Parker's under center now.
Move in, Riley!
That's going to be tossed left to Castaldi as he's going to get to the outside, and he's going to pick up a few yards.
Riley not to be so
Brought
far
down by
outside. He
number
does not go
5
out
and
there.
number 31.
Midpoint it. Tell Riley to midpoint.
Number 5, Jacob Perez Eli. Number 31, Brandon Green on the stop. Little bit of daylight, and there's a pickup of 6. We'll call it 2nd and 4 upcoming for Woodbury.
And that looks like a gain of 6 for Castaldi. And that ball's going to be on the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield in Paulsboro territory. 2nd and 4 here for Woodbury. Clock's running down just about 4 minutes.
Tell Jamel to get inside.
And there's going to be another inside handoff to Castaldi as he's met behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to maybe gain a yard. So good effort there by Castaldi,
led by
as
number
Woodbury's going to face a
74,
3rd and about 3 here.
Blue Eli. Third down for Woodbury from their own 50, from the 50-yard line. Correction.
So now 3rd and 3, Woodbury here on the 50-yard line. There's going to be another inside handoff to Castaldi, and he's not going to get it.
Castaldi tossed down by number 70.
So again, Paulsboro winning that interior line scrimmage, interior line battle here against Woodbury's offensive line so far in this game. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 3 from the 49-yard line. 4th and 4. Castaldi actually lost a yard. Going into halftime, Woodbury's going to have to discuss a little better blocking up front from its line. Again, they have a nice solid line, but Paulsboro so far is winning that battle between these two lines. There's Parker in the shotgun as he takes the snap. And there's a pass to Magruder, and Magruder's going to have a catch and a 1st down for Woodbury in Paulsboro territory, just inside the 45-yard line. So that's going to keep the drive going for Woodbury with 2:15 here in the 2nd quarter. Much needed 1st down.
First down, Woodbury.
Get on the hash!
So Woodbury's going to have a 1st down from the Paulsboro 44-yard line here in the 2nd quarter with 2:14 left. There's a pass outside, and that's pass to Castaldi behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose yards here.
Solid defense by Paulsboro creates a loss on the play. 2nd down, 2nd and 14 for the Herd. From the Paulsboro 46.
I believe that pass was actually to Savion Gardner as he loses 4. So 2nd and 14, and the clock continues to run with 1:37 here in the 2nd quarter. Ball on the Woodbury 46-yard line. Woodbury seems to be in no sense of urgency here. Parker again in shotgun as he takes the snap. And again, he has pressure, but he's going to duck up inside of it. He's going to get to the outside, and Parker's going to run, and Parker's going to go out of the bounds inside the 30. And again, you can definitely see the difference with him, again, limping. And normally we'd see him continue upfield, but he steps out of bounds as he limps back into play here.
First and 10 for Woodbury.
So Woodbury's going to have a 1st and 10 with 1:13 left in this quarter. Ball placed on the 28-yard line. And again, good run by Parker, but you can still see that that injury is definitely affecting his game here. So Woodbury goes with trips to the left side. And there's a pass underneath. And that pass to Gardner to about the 25-yard line as he picks up maybe 3 yards. And this clock runs, and it's under a minute now.
Number 34, Anthony Marino.
And now 45 seconds here in the 2nd quarter.
Hash, boy!
That ball snapped. And there's a pass to the end zone, but incomplete.
Incomplete. Broken up by number 2, Eric Diaz on a nice defensive play.
Good defensive play there by Eric Diaz.
7 from the 26-yard line.
Diaz, a 6'1" senior defensive back for Paulsboro. Now it's 3rd and 7 with 30 seconds left here from the Paulsboro 25-yard line. Parker in the shotgun. He's going to get another pass. And that play is going to be incomplete.
Number 21 on the coverage, Alex DeVault. And that brings up a 4th down for Woodbury.
And this is now going to be 4th down here with 24.6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Looks like Woodbury's going to call a timeout, so we're going to take a break in the action here from Woodbury High School. Paulsboro leading Woodbury 19-0. We'll be back with more action. And we're back here with 24.6 left here in the second quarter. Woodbury with a 4th down as Parker's in the shotgun on the 30. And he's going to step up, and he's going to get a pass to the back of the end zone. And that's going to be another incomplete pass in the end zone. The ball will turn over on downs. Ball will go back to Paulsboro with 16 seconds left. So again, another good drive by Woodbury that comes up short, no points. Paulsboro's going to take over on the 25-yard line with a 19-0 lead. Most likely looking to just run the ball here and take it into halftime. So there we have it. Paulsboro's just going to take a knee, and they're going to go into halftime leading Woodbury here at Woodbury High School for this rivalry game, 19-0. As we see early on, Deron Holloway, a big factor as we expected. He's going to go in with 2 touchdowns so far to start his season off. Again, chasing Isaac Redmond's touchdown record. As we see both teams leaving the field, so 19-0 here at Woodbury High School. Paulsboro leads Woodbury, and we'll be back with the start of the second half here next.
It's the spring clearance sales event this month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. All month long, save up to 25% off any new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram only at Spirit. That's a savings of up to $10,000. Wranglers, Ram Quad Caps, Dodge Challengers, and Chargers. Drive home a new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee for as low as $229 per month. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the best financing regardless of your credit. At Spirit, rates start at 0% with terms up to 84 months. Save up to 25% off any new vehicle. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're selling excitement. Spirit.
I'll take a lemonade.
That'll be $2.37.
Your sign says $1.
Yeah, but that doesn't include fees and added taxes.
Fees and added taxes?
They're all listed on your bill.
Are you kidding me?
There's the line access fee, the standing on my lawn fee, the fresh fruit high cost fee, the poison control surcharge.
Don't pay more for taxes and fees. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in.
And tips.
Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
And we're back here at Woodbury High School. We're just about set to start the second half of action here, where Paulsboro is going to kick off leading Woodbury 19-0. So far in that first half, we've seen Paulsboro defensively play a pretty solid game, led by their front 4. And they're off now to a 19-0 lead by their star running back, Deron Holloway, who has 2 touchdowns. And their quarterback actually has 2 touchdown passes as he hit Marina for a big strike. And Paulsboro is going to kick off. Woodbury receives just about the 15-yard line. And there gets a return. That's a good return by Woodbury, just about the 44-yard line by Savion Gardner.
Finally brought down by number
early
7.
in that first half for Woodbury, we seen a couple possessions where they moved the ball but came up short. The big storyline so far for them is Andre Parker looking to be a little injured as he's still playing, but definitely affected by that injury. So Woodbury's going to start his first possession
for Woodbury
here at the 45-yard line, on their own 45-yard line. And I have a 1st and 10 as Parker's back in the shotgun. And that first pass is going to be complete for about 6 yards. And that pass is going to be complete to number 10, Isaiah Turner. Turner comes in as a highly touted freshman for Woodbury, who we haven't seen get much action so far, and that's his first completion of the game. Actually, that's Turner's first reception of the game. So 2nd and 5 from the 50-yard line here for Woodbury, and it's open possession of the second half. There's a pitch out to the right.
Pitch to Castaldi, has a little bit of daylight, tripped up.
Castaldi's going to pick up a few yards. Looks like he's going to have 4 yards on the run.
Jacob Perez Eli on the stop. Brings up a 3rd and 1 for Woodbury from the Red Raider 46-yard line.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 1 on the 46-yard line. Woodbury crosses into Paulsboro territory on that last play. There's going to be a handoff, and that's not going to get the first down. Looks like it's flag on the play. Castaldi hitting the backfield, and again, as we see, the defensive line of Paulsboro winning that battle still.
And number 54, Wyatt Hinkle. And Douglas Blue.
And that's going to be a false start on Woodbury.
It's a false start penalty, declined by.
And that penalty is going to be declined, which brings up still a 4th and 1 for Woodbury. So again, Woodbury had some struggles early on in that first half, but did have a couple opportunities to put points on the board. As again, they came up short, and now Parker's going to go under center for a 4th and 1 here. And Castaldi's going to lunge across the 45-yard line. He's going to pick up the first down for Woodbury as they're going to move the chains. So far, a good opening possession for Woodbury. As again, they're going to look to put up their first points of the season. And this could be a big drive for them in regards to the rest of this game if they can put some points on the board.
From the Red Raider,
as well as for Paulsboro, if Paulsboro can stop Woodbury. So far in this game, we've seen a heavy dose of Castaldi, who's the junior running tailback who didn't play last year. And again, there's going to be a tackle in the backfield.
Castaldi wrapped up immediately.
And Castaldi's going to lose a yard.
Pretty sure that was number 86 on the stop. Loss of a yard.
So 2nd and 11 here with 8:53 left here in the third quarter. Woodbury has the ball on the Paulsboro 46-yard line. And that pass is going to be complete and a catch. And Christian's going to make the catch and break a tackle, and he's going to rumble inside the 20-yard line. So good pitch and catch for Woodbury as they're going to be inside the red zone. This is the second time today that they're going to have possession in the red zone.
Asked for the owner of a newer white Dodge Charger, license plate number M643949 on Wood Street. You're requested to report to the press box. We need you to move your vehicle.
And Woodbury's now going to have a 2nd and 11 here.
Charger, license plate M6439.
And it's going to be a run to the outside for Woodbury.
You're parked on Wood Street. Please report to the press box. We need you to remove your vehicle.
And that run by Castaldi as he gets to the outside for a pickup of about 4. So 2nd and 6 now for Woodbury.
Second down for Woodbury.
Second and 6, and this ball on the 15-yard line. Parker under center for Woodbury. There's going to be a handoff, and Castaldi's going to be met in the backfield.
Give to Castaldi, stopped again in the backfield.
And again, Paulsboro's defensive front has been the anchor so far defensively for them. They've let up some yards, kind of like a bend but don't break defense.
Brings up a 3rd down.
They're making some great plays here on this Woodbury O-line. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 from the 16-yard line. And this is going to be 4-down territory here for Woodbury. Parker in the shotgun. And that pass is going to be low and incomplete. Which brings us up a 4th down and 7 from the 16.
Isaiah Turner.
Here with 7:10 left in the 3rd quarter. So Woodbury looks to put points on the board. This could be a crucial situation here for them. Parker's in a shotgun. He's going to roll out to the left. There's going to be a pass, short hop, incomplete. Paulsboro's going to take over on downs from the Woodbury 16-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
So there's a turnover on downs. Good defensive stance by Paulsboro. Good opening second half possession by Woodbury. But again, they're going to come up short with no points on the board here in the 3rd quarter. And that's a drive that they definitely needed here early on.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Paulsboro from the 16-yard line.
So with 7:05 here in the 3rd quarter, Paulsboro takes over from the 16 with a 1st and 10. And there's going to be an inside handoff to Holloway as he patiently gets to the outside and attempts to turn the corner. And he's going to pick up about 9 yards.
The right side,
8, maybe 9 yards.
For a nice gainer.
So defensively for Woodbury, they're going to need somebody to step up and make a big play, or as a unit, they're going to have to make a stop here, and they're going to need to do it on this half of the field to keep good field position. And there's a handoff to Holloway to the left.
Holloway tries the left side now, and he's stood up by a host of Thundering Herd defenders for little to no gain.
6 minutes left. What card out of okay.
There's going to be another handoff to Holloway, and he's going to have a crease on that left side. Now he's going to attempt to go up the sideline. He's going to just step out of bounds as he crosses the 50-yard line. Good saving tackle made by Isaiah Turner to get him out of bounds, because, again, he was looking to go the distance with that one had not been for Turner.
Paulsboro on the Woodbury side of the field, 1st and 10 Red Raiders from the.
So the Red Raiders are going to have a 1st and 10 just inside Woodbury territory, ball marked on the 48-yard line. And there's going to be another inside handoff by Holloway as he's hitting the backfield, breaks the tackle.
Holloway picks his way forward around several.
Holloway's going to get maybe 3-4 yards down that carry. So Holloway, as you see the patience he has was waiting on his blockers and finding the hole. And Woodbury had a good attempt in the backfield there, but wasn't able to wrap him up. There's another handoff to the left side to Holloway as he's going to pick up another first down here for the Red Raiders.
Another nice game for Holloway, tackled by number 3, Giovanni Rodriguez, and number 23, Marcus Magruder.
As we have an injured player here for Woodbury on the field, so we're going to take an injury timeout here with 5:27 left in the third quarter. Paulsboro moving the ball, leading Woodbury 19-0. We'll be back with more action next. And we're back after the Woodbury player is taken off to the sideline. So 36-yard line, 1st and 10. There's an inside handoff to Holloway as he's going to pick up good yardage there up the middle. And again, a big difference so far in this game is the battle of the line play, with Paulsboro winning that battle.
From the Woodbury 32-yard line.
Especially offensively. And there's another handoff.
Holloway up the middle, met by a host of Thundering Herd defenders for a short gain.
And there's a short gain for Holloway.
3rd and 4 upcoming.
Ball's going to be placed on the 30-yard line. Paulsboro facing a 3rd and 4 here. And there's a handoff to Holloway. He's going to go to the right sideline. He's going to pick up the first down just across the 25-yard line.
Down by number 2, Castaldi on the tackle. But still good enough for a first down, Paulsboro. 1st and 10, the Red Raiders from inside the Woodbury 25.
It's going to be first down inside the 25-yard line, then hand off to Holloway up the middle as he breaks the tackle.
He starts running over and through people for another nice game.
And now Paulsboro looking to wear down that Woodbury defensive line. Second and short here. As Holloway gets met in the backfield, but looks like he may push across that first down.
Get to the outside by a wall of
Holloway was met in the backfield, but again was able to break away from the Woodbury defenders there. And he's going to pick up another first down here. So tough running so far by Dayron Holloway.
Still good
star senior running back.
Down for Paulsboro. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders.
As they're going to have a 1st and 10.
Deep inside her territory.
14-yard line here with 3:26 left in the third quarter. There's another handoff to Holloway to the left side. Looks like he's going to get the corner, and Holloway's going to be down to the 1-yard line.
Gets down.
So a 13-yard run for Holloway down to the 1-yard line.
And that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Red Raiders. Knocking on the door again here with 3:10 left in the third quarter. Already leading 19-0.
Yo, you got too many men. Timeout. Call timeout. Too many men.
And that's going to be a touchdown
McCarthy, in a bit of a
for
rugby
Paulsboro.
scrum, pushes the pile forward for another Paulsboro touchdown.
Get Eric off the field. Get Eric off the field. Get Eric off the field. Get Eric off the field.
Paulsboro lines up to go for 2 here.
So Paulsboro now with a 25-0 lead. They're going to line up for 2 points. And there's a fake to Holloway, and the ball thrown out the corner of the end zone.
Pass is incomplete, and the point after try fails.
So with 3:04 here left in the third quarter, Paulsboro scores again, and they lead Woodbury 25-0 here at Woodbury High School. And we're going to be back with more action here in the third quarter next. And we're back here with 3:04 left here in the third quarter, and Paulsboro lining up to kick off. Back deep for Woodbury, Castaldi and Gardner as Gardner takes the kickoff. Garner's going to get to about the 32-yard line.
Manages to fight his way forward for a short return.
And so far the story's been Paulsboro stopping Woodbury defensively on 2 possessions. 2 big defensive stops for Paulsboro as they stall Woodbury drives.
Woodbury will begin this
and Paulsboro, that last
first and
possession,
10 from their own 33-yard line.
took the ball about 84 yards as Holloway scores his 3rd touchdown of the game. So Woodbury's going to start its possession here, 1st and 10 from the 33. There's going to be another inside handoff, and the Castaldi's going to be met at the line of scrimmage again.
Hit immediately and hard for no gain.
There's going to be no gain on the play for Castaldi. Castaldi's had considerably a good day here today, but again, when counted most, Woodbury hasn't been able to extend their drives or put the ball in the end zone. As we again see Parker still hobbling. Parker in the shotgun, he's going to pump fake. And that's a good pass.
Parker's pass intended for number 23, Marcus Magruder. Incomplete.
And that pass incomplete to Magruder.
Third and 10 for the Herd from their own 33-yard line.
Woodbury now faces a 3rd and 10 on their own 33-yard line here with 2:06 left in this 3rd quarter. High snap, and Parker's going to be tackled down in the backfield. He's going to take a loss on that play.
Immediately for a short loss.
Woodbury's going to face a 4th and 12 here from their own 31-yard line as Holloway's going to go back deep for Paulsboro to receive the punt.
4th down. Castaldi back to punt. Holloway back deep to receive the punt for the Red Raiders.
There's going to be a good punt by Castaldi.
Nice punt by Castaldi.
And that ball's going to be down inside the 35-yard line. So with 1:12, Paulsboro's going to get the ball back, leading 25-0. And we'll take a break here in action. Be back with more next from Woodbury High School.
Take over 1st and 10.
And we're back here in action. We're back with 1:12 here. Paulsboro with 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. There's going to be an inside handoff to Holloway, and he's going to get tackled by Moulton in the backfield.
He's met head on by number 60.
Good play there by the defensive lineman. And that's a play that Woodbury has to make the rest of this way again as they're down 25-0. And somebody's going to have to step up and make some plays defensively for Woodbury. They're going to have to keep Paulsboro in 2nd and 3rd and longs here.
For the Red Raiders from their own 30.
There's a pass to the outside to Holloway, and he's going to slip and fall. Pass complete, but Holloway's looks like he's maybe a minimal gain, if any.
Pass complete. Very short gain.
as the clock winds down and we're coming to the end of this third quarter here, and it's been pretty much all Paulsboro on the scoreboard, and that was actually Tootin on the reception. So that's the end of three quarters here at Woodbury High School, where Paulsboro Red Raiders leads the Woodbury Thunder and Herd 25-0, and we'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter here next.
We'll switch sides of the field and resume.
Oh, look, we've got fees.
Ew, really?
Oh, it's our Verizon bill.
Look at them. Line access fee, administrative fees. There are even taxes on top of them.
Decent people shouldn't have to live like this.
Did I get it?
T-Mobile ends surprise fees and taxes. That's right. With T-Mobile One, taxes and fees are now included. 4 lines, $40 each. All unlimited, all in. Learn more at a T-Mobile store.
Save up to $12,000 off any new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram during the Drive and Discover event this month at Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive home the all-new 2017 Jeep Compass for only $130 per month only at Spirit. For over 25 years, the Delaware Valley's smartest shoppers have been saving thousands in the largest selection of vehicles in South Jersey. Spirit Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is right off I-95 at the base of the Commodore Barry Bridge. You're only minutes away. Spirit, we're selling excitement. Spirit.
And we're back here with the beginning of the fourth quarter, where Paulsboro has the ball, 3rd and 17 on its 28-yard line. I want to give a special acknowledgement to one of our sponsors, NSO Entertainment from Kirkland, West Washington. That's NSO Entertainment from Kirkland, Washington. And here's the beginning of the fourth quarter, and Woodbury makes a play defensively, and that looks like that may be a face mask.
Looks to be a face mask on number 60.
So good play by Woodbury, but looks like it's going to be negated, and that's actually going to save Paulsboro here, as it's going to be a personal foul, face mask on Woodbury, and Paulsboro will get a fresh set of downs here. So what looked like a good opportunity for Woodbury now turns into an even better opportunity for Paulsboro here. So the officials will mark off the yardage here. And this is actually going to bring up a 3rd and 12 for Paulsboro with the penalty there. So it's not going to be a first down. Woodbury's still going to have an opportunity. From the 31-yard line, Paulsboro has 3rd and 12 now here. And there's a pass play, and that ball looks to be caught.
Complete by number 2.
So
Eric
pass
Diaz.
Complete. Good catch by Eric Diaz there on the sideline as he went up and came down with it and was able to get his foot down inbounds. So big play there for Paulsboro. We haven't seen much passing from them today, but when they have passed, they've been pretty efficient. Diaz has a couple catches, and that one goes for a big first down, which is going to be inside Woodbury territory now.
1st and 10, Paulsboro. Pass to number 5, complete. Perez
That
Eli
pass is going to be complete to Perez Eli, but he's going to slip and fall in the backfield.
We'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 14.
10:50 here in the fourth quarter. Paulsboro 2nd and 14.
The Red Raiders from the Woodbury 41-yard line.
There's a handoff to Paulsboro, and that run for Tootin, and he's going to go untouched for a touchdown, but there are flags on the play. And again, we talked about Tootin earlier in the pregame.
Number 33 on the touchdown, but it looks as if that's coming back.
That's going to come back.
Laundry on the field.
Tootin is destined to be the next great standout here for Paulsboro High School, as he follows a tradition of great running backs.
Nice run by Tootin, negated on the penalty.
That's going to be a penalty on the play, so it's going to come back.
To midfield.
That ball is going to be placed now on the 50-yard line. 2nd and 24 here for Paulsboro with 10:20 left in the fourth quarter.
Second and long.
And there's Paulsboro in the shotgun. There's going to be another pass play. And there's going to be a catch and run.
Number 86,
and he's still running inside the 15. And there's going to be another flag on the play. We'll see what that flag is going to be. And that's going to be another flag on Paulsboro, and that's going to bring that reception back. So another big play by Paulsboro, negated by penalty. One thing we haven't seen is a whole lot of penalties here in this game. It's been a pretty well-played game by both sides.
Another nice play negated on a penalty.
So we're going to sort things out here. Paulsboro's going to have a 2nd and 39 on Woodbury 45. Two big penalties back-to-back. Negate long plays, one being a touchdown, with 9:56 here in the fourth quarter. There's Paulsboro in the shotgun again. There's more flags on the play. And that pass going to be incomplete.
Ball's incomplete. There is another flag on the play. We'll see what
this is 3 consecutive plays here now with a penalty. And again,
in the meantime,
we haven't seen a lot of penalties here for either team.
That's a false start against Paulsboro. We're pushing back even further.
And that's going to be a false start.
We have the winning number right here. Your winner today takes home $198.
That's going to be a false start.
Somebody's wallet's going to be a little fatter today. Your winning number. 3.
That false start on Paulsboro.
198. Your winning 50-50 ticket number 352198. Please come to the press box to claim your winnings. And we thank all of those who donated to this week's 50-50. Once again, your winning number 352198. Please report to the press box to collect your winnings. Thank you very much.
And Woodbury's going to decline that penalty there, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 32 from the 45-yard line. As Paulsboro set to punt.
Paulsboro set to punt.
And Castaldi's going to be back deep for Woodbury. There's a booming punt by Paulsboro, and that ball's going to bounce.
Dowd's kick.
Dowd's going to kick it, and that ball's going to go inside the 15-yard line and down with 9:32 left. And Woodbury to take over here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with more action next. And we're back here at fourth quarter action to play. 9:32 remaining in this game here, which has pretty much been all Paulsboro as they lead 25-0. Woodbury has possession now from the 13-yard line. There's going to be an inside handoff, and he's going to be met at about the line of scrimmage. He's going to maybe have a short gain here on the play.
A gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
So that's about a yard gain here.
2nd and 9 for Woodbury from their own 14-yard line.
So the clock's running now under 9 minutes as Woodbury looks to at at least put up something here on the scoreboard today. Again, this is a great rivalry game between these two, always a big game. And that pass is going to go through the hands of Magruder, incomplete. And again, early on, Paulsboro started off his first possession with a touchdown. Then Woodbury looked to match that. And early in this game, we've seen a couple of good runs, some good passing by Parker as he was injured and pretty much hasn't been the same since that injury. We've seen a couple instances where he had more yardage or running room in front of him and he opted to run out of bounds. We all know he's a tall, physical runner, 6'2". And again, he's going to have an outstanding career here at Woodbury High School, most likely to surpass all passing records. But as for now, right now, Woodbury's facing a 3rd and 9 on their own 14, down 25-0 to their rival, Paulsboro. There's a completed pass, but it's going to be actually a loss.
Pass complete, but met immediately. We'll bring up a 4th down. It's a loss on the play. 4th and 14 for the Herd.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 14 for Woodbury, and they're now going to punt the ball back to Paulsboro. Again, who's continued to make stop after stop here today. It's been a good defensive effort for this defending South Jersey Group 1 championship team, coached by their legendary coach, Glenn Howard. And there's a punt, not too good of a punt for Woodbury, and that ball's going to be just outside, maybe the 30.
Castaldi's punt.
So things continue to get worse here for Woodbury with 7:52 in the 4th quarter. As we change possessions, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more 4th quarter action here next. And we're back here with 4th quarter action. Paulsboro is going to take over here just inside the 30-yard line of Woodbury. Inside handoff for Paulsboro. That's going to be Dowd on the run. He gets a couple yards. Good play defensively by Woodbury.
Tackled by several Thundering Herd defenders led by number 77, Dustin Moore. Second and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 10 for Paulsboro here. There's another run by Dowd as he's going to
Dowd again gets the carry.
Pick up a few yards on that run.
Looked like Moore again on the tackle. Brings up a 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 6, excuse me.
So it's 3rd and 6 here. There's another handoff to Dowd. Dowd's going to pick up the 1st down, and it looks like he's going to tuck inside, and Dowd's going to score a touchdown.
And looks like he's in for the touchdown for
that was
Raiders.
Good effort by Dowd. Looks like he had an opportunity to be tackled by a couple defenders here from Woodbury, but as you see, Dowd continued to cut up field, and he scores the touchdown for Paulsboro, and that makes it 31-0. Paulsboro leading its rival Woodbury here in the 4th quarter with 6:43 left to play. As Paulsboro lines up for the PAT. And that PAT is good, so that makes it 32-0 here with 6:43 left in the 4th quarter, where it's been all Paulsboro. And Paulsboro kickoff to Woodbury coming up next. And we'll take a break into action. And we're back here as Paulsboro's just set the kickoff. And that's going to go to Castaldi. He's going to pick it up. Castaldi heads upfield. He's going to run into a blocker, and he's going to be down.
Tackled by number 33. Ray Schul Tootin on the stop.
So 6:37 left here, and Woodbury's going to take over possession. Again, Woodbury had some glimpses,
Woodbury
some
will
good
take over
opportunities
these
early
first and
on,
10 for the herd from their own
but weren't able to
17-yard
capitalize
line.
several times. Be 1st and 10, and there's going to be a handoff inside for Woodbury as they pick up a few yards.
Castaldi fights for a few yards up the middle. Picks up a good 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Woodbury. From their own 20-yard line.
So 2nd and 7 here from the 20-yard line. Just under 6 minutes left to go here. That's going to be Parker pressured, and he's going to get a pass downfield, and that's going to be incomplete.
Parker's pass intended for number 9, Savion Gardner, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down here for Woodbury. Typically, this has always been a good classic game between these two rivals here. We've seen a few times where it has been total opposite of that, where the scoreboard has been lopsided, and this here is one of those times here as Paulsboro put up 32 points here, and Woodbury has yet to score its first points of its season. And again, this game is the first game of the season for these two, so a lot of season left here, and I can imagine we're going to see Woodbury continue to get better as well as Paulsboro. There's a pass to that left side. That pass complete, and looks like it's going to be a 1st down for Woodbury.
And that's enough for a
that pass
first
complete
down
to
for
Jordan
Woodbury.
Flynn.
And move the sticks. First and 10 for Woodbury at their own 29-yard line.
It's 1st and 10. Parker back to pass. That pass complete to Castaldi.
Cuts inside, sandwiched on the tackle.
And this Castaldi gets hit hard by a couple Red Raiders.
After a very short gain.
That's going to be a short gain, and we've seen Castaldi have a decent day here. And again, we see Parker continue to limp. Not really sure why he's still in this game
20-yard line.
with 4:44 left here in the quarter.
Correction, their own 30-yard line. The line to gain appears to be the 38-yard line.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line for Woodbury. And that's going to be a fumble on the play.
Loose.
Woodbury able to get back on it.
Looks like he fell back on it. Woodbury will maintain possession. But that brings up a 3rd down for the herd. From the 32-yard line.
So Woodbury here is going to be looking at a 3rd and 9 from its own 30-yard line. As at this point, they're just looking to build some momentum going into next week and try to put some points on the board on this drive. There's another high errant snap.
Barker back to pass.
There's a pass.
For Gardner.
And that pass is going to be intercepted.
Intercepted by number.
That pass intercepted and returned
Looks that was 33
inside
on the
the
interception.
25-yard
And a nice
line.
Run back.
So Paulsboro is going to get the ball back on the interception thrown by Parker, and he again continues to limp off the field.
Paulsboro takes over. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders deep inside Woodbury territory at the 25. 1st and 10, Paulsboro. Timeout, Red Raiders.
And we're back here with the final 3:15 here from Woodbury High School, where Paulsboro has pretty much dominated Woodbury. Again, they've won the battle on both sides of the ball, and at times, like we mentioned earlier, Woodbury's had its opportunities. They've had put some decent drives together, but weren't able to capitalize on a few things and have not been able to get into the end zone here.
Tootin on the carry. Picks up a solid.
And that
3
carry
yards
by
on
the
the
freshman
second
Tootin from
and-
Paulsboro.
Correction, 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 here with 2:53 left here in the 4th quarter. Ball placed on the 25-yard line. And the bigger issue for Woodbury is the health of
Tootin
its
again on
star
the carry.
quarterback, Andre Parker,
Finally brought down by several.
and how
thundering
well
Red
he's going to be able
defenders.
to play next week.
Not before he
As they're going to take a look at what
picked up a
injury
good
he has
4
over the
yards,
week.
5
Looks to be
yards.
maybe a hip or leg injury. Not really sure yet.
3rd down upcoming for Paulsboro with 2 minutes remaining in the contest.
Just under 2 minutes now here left in the 4th quarter. As Paulsboro looks to continue to run the rest of this clock out.
Tootin gets the call again. Card Basato Moten on the tackle. We'll bring up a 4th down.
Paulsboro next week will be facing
4th and about a
Glassboro.
foot to go.
There's another
Tootin
run
again
by
on the carry.
Tootin.
I'm not sure if he got there.
And that was a 4th and maybe inches. Looks like he might not have gotten that 1st down.
Woodbury holds and forces a turnover on downs.
And he didn't get it. Woodbury
Thunder will take over.
stops Paulsboro. So that's going to be a turnover on downs.
The
Good
unsuccessful
defensive
attempt on
effort
4th
there
down
by the
with a
front
minute 4
from
remaining.
Woodbury.
Woodbury will take over 1st and 10 from just outside their own 15-yard line.
So Woodbury's going to take over with 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line. And there's tackle made by Paulsboro in the backfield.
David Collins in there
Entered
at quarterback now, and
sophomore
he's taken
David
down behind
Collins
the
at
line of
quarterback.
scrimmage
It's
for a
actually my
5-yard
nephew.
loss, as we're now under a minute remaining in the contest.
And now
A
under
quick
a minute
reminder
here.
again, September 20th
Paulsboro's
is our
going
next home game
to start its season off 1-0 as Woodbury's going to go to 0-1.
against Salem.
And again, we can expect Woodbury to bounce back strong next week,
September 30th,
as well as the rest of the
September 30th
season,
against Salem.
as always an opportunity for these two teams to possibly meet in the Group 1 playoffs. So there's a handoff for Woodbury, and that'll just about do it here as the clock's going to run under 10 seconds. So here from Woodbury High School, rival game between Woodbury and Paulsboro. Paulsboro defeats its rival Woodbury High School 32-0 with its star Deron Holloway ending up with 3 touchdowns here today.
Paulsboro 32, Woodbury 0.
And from Terry Collins and It's All About Sports, we'll be back with more games next week. Stay tuned to our website, it'sallabout.com, itsallaboutsports.com, and we'll be back with more action next.
Do you need coverage? Not that kind of coverage. More like this kind of coverage. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Need a promo? Hosting a live event? Celebrating a special occasion? The National Video Productions has you covered. No, not that kind of covered. More like this kind of covered. And this kind of covered. Get live coverage and live stream that live event. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered. Weddings, corporate events, sporting events, graduations, grand opening, concerts, car shows, fundraisers, dance recitals, and more. If you need coverage, call 215-559-7300. National Video Productions has you covered.